Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Lechia Gdansk. We're back today in the Polish Cup quarter-finals, and we've also got a pretty important game in the league. So since you were last with us, we've been on a pretty good run of form up until the winter break. So last time we picked up a 1-0 win against Czechia and then beat Poznan. We've then beat Lubin 2-1, Milik 1-0. We drew 1-1 with Pogon, beat Radom 3-1, a 3-0 win against Krakow, 2-0 win against Jagiellonia, and 2-0 against Plock heading into the winter break. It was a poor winter break, but who cares? It was a couple of three friendlies. We came back with 2 draws against Wrocław and Cracovia. We've then beat Poznan 1-0 and Radom 3-1. However, because of those 2 draws, we are 3 points behind Krakow. We have got a game in hand, which we're about to play, so we could go joint top of the league. As you could probably guess from the fact we've drawn 2 games since the winter break, we were top of the league at one point, completely by ourselves. Hopefully today we can get back up there, level with Krakow, with a win against Krakow, who are actually in 5th place, so it is going to be a tough game. I'll try and do that. We've got Butcherlik in goal, Kastragan, Gayhofer, Tobers and Piastrek at the back, Mikalski, Kubicki and Kalinski in midfield, Hadre, Terezino and Zwolinski up front. First highlight here, Krakow playing the ball forward, Tobers heads it away, and while we're here, we will just mention the fact that our goalkeeper has left. Obviously, I think the flag's up. We might have got away with this, but we have sold our goalkeeper. He came to us just heading into the winter break saying that he was homesick and wanted to leave. I said, okay, but can you wait until the end of the season? He said no. So off he went. I think we got about 100 grand for him, if I remember correctly. We have got somebody ready to come in the summer who's going to be a very good goalkeeper, hopefully. However, it does mean in a season where we've had an unexpected title challenge, we are 1 step down from our best goalkeeper for the rest of the season. Sad luck is on the ball here. Krakow so far have been pretty in control of this game. And Manu is in behind, shoots it straight at the keeper, which has let us off a bit because it was another good chance that they've carved out. First one, he was offside for. Second one, he hit straight at the keeper. We've got a highlight here. Tobers is on the ball. Plays it out to Kubicki and then on to... Wow, that's poor. Ball over the top and it's not 1-0. Another good save from the goalkeeper. We are looking very... What would be the word? Very shaky at the back. Zwolinski heads the ball away from the corner at the near post, straight out for a throw-in. Kastragan throws the ball in. It doesn't get past the first man in the box, and it's cleared away to Gayhofer, who's able to bring it back out of our defence. Mikalski to Zwolinski. Ball through to Hadre. Gets the ball past the keeper just about. However, was he offside? I think he might have just been offside, and we're about to find out that indeed he was. So that kind of levels up the game. It's 0-0, and if we allowed for offside goals, it'd be 1-1. I don't know why we'd do that, but nevertheless, we are drawing at half-time, and we're going to have to make a bit of a change. We're going to push up a little bit more. We're going to try hitting early crosses, shooting on side, just try and get a few more shots off, because if you don't shoot, you're never going to score. And unfortunately, we've had 1 shot in the first half. Terezino's going to come off for Piaksau as well. Free kick on the edge of the box here. Piastrek is stood over it, goes for goal and sends it wide. Hadre on the ball on the right hand side here. He's battling with his man and plays it back to Kastragan. Mikalski, who's really come into his own in that holding midfield. Flavio's in behind. Oh, he's put it over the bar. What a chance that was, but we waste it. As I was saying, Mikalski came to me earlier in the season. He was like, I want to be playing more first team football. So I was like, okay, let's give him a chance. And since he's started in that holding midfield position, he's been very tough to get out of it. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Piastrek through to Flavio. Keeper's made a dive. Back to Piastrek. We take the lead. Flavio really dummying the keeper there. Keeper dived about 3 times during that. So you ball through to Flavio here. There's the first dive. Doesn't get the ball. There's the second dive. Ball goes into the far corner. So only 2 dives, but neither of them were anywhere near the ball. So we lead is the important thing that I'm trying to get at here. Piastrek plays it out. Kubicki down the wing, back to Flavio. He's got space, but Zwolinski's slow getting towards the box. Ball to Kubicki, sends it over the bar. Kalinski coming off for Jan in midfield. And I think we're going to leave it there. Maybe we'll look at Hadre coming off for Cisse. That seems like a good idea to me. Corner kick here. We're into the final 10 minutes. And, oh dear. Gayhofer has decided to handle the ball. There was literally no reason for him to do that. There was no need for it. But for no apparent reason, he's decided, you know what, Krakow, you deserve a penalty. Manu's going to step up and equalises for Krakow. Get him off. Gayhofer off for Nalipa. That's infuriating. The game was wrapped up. Essentially, we hadn't looked like conceding for ages. And then, all of a sudden, for, as I say, literally no reason, Gayhofer just sticks his arm out, hands them an equaliser, and just like that, we're not top of the league, and it's all Gayhofer's fault. And that's time for the Polish Cup quarter-final. We are playing Puskas. They are from the 2nd division in Poland, so in theory, we should be pretty comfortable in this game. And in terms of who is left in the competition altogether, I think Poznan are the only other big team at the moment. Yeah, everybody else, I mean, these guys aren't even in one of the top 2 leagues, and they've got to the quarterfinal. So in theory, as long as we beat Poznan, I think we're going to win the Polish Cup, guys. Our lineup today, we've got Bukalik in goal, Kostragan, Nalipa, Tobers and Piastrek as the back 4, Mikalski, Biganski and Kalinski in midfield, Cisse and Diabate on the wings, and then Flavio up front. We are going to go positive for this one. Piastrek with a free kick here, sends it to the far post. Biganski has put us 1-0 up, just over 20 minutes gone in the game, and we lead. I don't know why we've gone with our grey kit against our white kit. That seems counterproductive. But who cares? We are leading in what looks like basically a parking lot. Goal kick here, plays it forward. It's brought down by Tomalski very well, to be fair, and played back out to him on the wing. And Hajda in midfield. Against this team, I would expect us to go through. I mean, again, like I said just before this game, you're kind of expecting it to come down to us versus Poznan, and the winner of that wins the Polish Cup, whether that's at the final or the semi-final. That's kind of what looks to be the case. However, we nearly conceded a chance there, so we do need to be aware of the teams that we're playing on the way here. We're going to push our team up a little bit further to try and make sure that they can't get those attacks quite as easily, because they've actually had a fair few shots. So I'm hoping pushing up will just prevent them being able to do so. That's a very pointless long throw-in attempt from them there as well. And Diabate breaks away with the, well, let's say breaks away, kind of has a leisurely stroll back out towards where he started the game, because he could have broke away, but he didn't move anywhere near quick enough to be able to call it a breakaway. Piastrek is on the ball. We're just taking our time. Yeah, we've got the lead. We're the favourites. We've got nothing to worry about at this stage. Diabato with a lovely header inside to Flavio. Cisse back onto him. Lovely 1-2. Flavio gets it to 2-0. That is probably game over at this stage in the game. And I called it a parking lot as a joke. You're on the pitch, and if you kick the ball, if you clear the ball to the left, well, our left now going forward, then yeah, you're literally going into the parking lot to get the ball back. Bartos with a throw in here. Mozicki has collected it, and hopefully we're not going to see a goal here. Bartos crosses it in, and it's headed just over the bar. Keeper had it covered though. Hadre is going to come on for Cisse, and we'll also send Kubicki on in mid. We can't send Kubicki on in midfield. We'll send Gadros on for Mikalski just to rest him for once. Free kick. Piastrek sends it in. Flavio is in there, but it's headed away. Hadre brings it down. Back out to Piastrek. He brings it into the box. Gets a shot of his own and sends it wide. Hadre on the ball on the right-hand side here. Cuts it back behind him. Inside to Kalinski. Across the box. Flavio. 3-0. And if it wasn't wrapped up, it certainly is now. We are heading to the Polish Cup semi-final, where hopefully we don't draw Poznan, because ideally they get knocked out before we have to do it. Because if we do draw them at any point, it's not going to be a case of almost a guaranteed win for us. I would say this was a guaranteed win, but yeah, we could be confident going into a game like this against Poznan. Less so. I think we still... Well, I mean, we know we've got it in us to beat them because we've done it very recently. But in the long term, it's... If you could select a cup run, you wouldn't include them in it, is what I'm trying to say. Because, yeah, we want the silverware, not the tough games. And at the moment, we're going to see out this game with a 3-0 win. We've got another highlight out here. Sezonenko is on the ball on the left-hand side. He brings it forward, gets into the box, cuts inside, and the keeper's made a bit of a mistake there. Somehow, we didn't end up with a goal. We get another highlight in before the game can end, though. Hadre bringing it forward down the right-hand side, right along the touchline. Chance for a cross here. He plays it back to Kastragan, whose cross is then blocked, and it goes out for a corner. Piatrek with the corner to the far post, and it's headed away. Sezonenko is going to go and collect it. I imagine we're about to get the full-time whistle. He plays the ball back down the wing, straight to the keeper. That was pointless. And we're still going to keep the highlight going, even though we all know this is just for an end-of-game highlight. I don't know why the game does this occasionally. It goes, oh, have a highlight that's just the end of the game. Oh, it wasn't just the end of the game. They got one back. It doesn't mean anything because it's still 3-1, but it wasn't an end of game highlight like I was making out. It was a very long highlight for them to score a goal. It doesn't matter. It was an irrelevant goal. We've won 3-1. So we don't really care that we had to concede at the end. Poznan went to extra time and they had to equalise in the 96th minute to take it to extra time. Well, I guess the logical thing for us to do is we'll be back with the Polish Cup semi-final. We don't know who we're going to be playing yet, but we'll have that. And I mean, if you're offering, we'll play Lechia Warsaw as well because they're second in the league. It would be rude not to play them. So we'll have games against second in the league as it stands at the moment and the Polish Cup semi-final. Only 2 games away. But nevertheless, we'll be back then. Hopefully, with 2 wins under our belt in the meantime. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment, do you think we can go all the way? Can we win the Polish Cup? Can we win the double? I'm just going to ask you, can we win the double? Subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.